it won't be a problem?
You know, I've had a good camp, but I think the biggest thing, you know, in this game is staying cool, calm, collected, staying composed. And if that happens, then we go again. You know, I've got a great team in me. Go back to the corner, take instructions, and whatever. But I believe in myself. I know how good I am, and I believe I win this fight, and that's it. How
important is the man on your shoulder in terms of keeping you grounded? One thing that's come from the other side is they feel there's some overconfidence there. Is that true? Are you looking past Natasha Jonas, looking already towards the undisputed fight that would perhaps await the winner on both sides?
No, definitely not. You know, I respect Tasha, I've said that all along. And, you know, I'm grateful to be up at Sheffield and have Rob train me. Obviously, he's a great trainer, but a great friend as well. And I put my fully trust in him. And, you know, we've got a great relationship. And, yeah, you know, like I said, I just believe in myself. He believes me, and I'll show everyone on Friday night how good I am.
Let's bring in two great trainers. I'll start with Joe Gallagher. I can probably put a few points to you that were made by you yesterday in terms of the narrative of this fight. Do you want to explain any of that?
No, really generally just disappointed really yesterday. Obviously, first of all, before I start all this, I just want to thanks for everyone for coming up. It's a privilege to be on the top table there. I think I mentioned I was at the presser beforehand with Robert years ago when we were in the Lennox Lewis College, and he was training John O'Donnell and Lenny Dawes, and I had John Murray. Who thought so many years later we'd be sat here with two of the best in the division going head to head with each other. Yeah, I'm usually a big fan of Cinder, just want to look out for, and there's a Caroline Dubois, a good talker. Oh my God, I just feel like rubbing a bit like golden in when I put my foot in things, Caroline, the way that you talk. So, yeah, one other thing that I'd like to say, I'd like to pass on the condolences I think everyone in the room share on Kevin Hickey, MBE, who passed away, and at his funeral yesterday. Kevin Hickey was a major part of where GB boxing is now. He was involved in 5 Olympic Commonwealth cycles. He was instrumental in setting up the GB, giving Rob, Richie Woodall their opportunities, and I just felt it was fitting here with all the women and how things have changed that thoughts and prayers to him and his family at this time.
Yeah, very well said, and I think everybody in the room would echo that.
No, just yesterday, it's just been a fight week, and you all come down and you're assigned to be at a place at 11 o'clock, and you have a head-to-head, and whether it be Anthony Joshua versus Daniel Dubois or Tyson Fury, Usyk, it's just standing here started fight week, and to come downstairs and do a check weight at 10:30 and then be told, well, Lauren's not here for the photo shoot at 11, I just thought smacked a little bit of disrespect, and I don't know the reasons for or whatever and anything else, but I got the memo last week, everyone got the memo, we haven't got the schedule this week, and I was just thought it was a bit bang up, a bit the disrespect from Lauren and the team, and there's no excuses, just got people around. Obviously Rob's a fantastic coach, obviously he's been involved in 2 of the best fighters for years with Carl Froch and Anthony Joshua, and he understands fight week and the obligations of fighters on the fight week, and for not turning up I just thought it was a bit out of order that was yesterday.
Did you suggest yesterday on our stream that you felt that Lauren was struggling at the weight? That was one of the reasons you suggested. Did you want to address that?
Quite a struggle at weight.
He hasn't come down because the motion we're doing the last little bit of weight off, motion we're having the board in Sheffield do the check weight up there instead of coming down to London and doing the check weight. That was all. I couldn't think of no other reason why she wouldn't be here not to do it.
No, I don't struggle at weight. Obviously, I based myself in Sheffield. I haven't been home to Wales. I was training with Rob on Saturday. We actually had a phone call with Sky, and I was told, yeah, you don't need to be in London at 11 on Tuesday, because I had a check weight from the Boxing Board of Control at 9:30 in Sheffield, come down for 4 o'clock. That's what I was told. So it was a cross communication. Respectful in this fight, I'm not disrespectful, so you take it how you want to take it, but that's it.
Yeah, no problem, we'll all blame Sky then.
That sounds about right, doesn't it? Sounds about right.
Yeah. Sorry Sky, I didn't say it.
Not quite sure what's happened there. I think sounds like a miscommunication.
Staying quiet? Yeah, I'm staying quiet.
Rob, do you mind if I bring you in? That was a great argument. said a lot of praise and then hit you with the counter punch at the end there. I mean,
no, listen, we'd be annoyed if we got kept waiting around. There's a bit of miscommunication and probably on the villain in the piece, to be honest, because the advice I was given was it's going to be pushed back till later. So apologies for Joe and Natasha hanging around and coming down the night before. Probably I'll take that one on the chin, but it's not intentional. Natasha knows me, I wouldn't be able to do it.
What have you made of the build-up? It's there's a lot of new eyeballs on this. There's a lot of hype around it. It's the desire to prove who is the best at 147 pounds. Why is Lauren Price, in your eyes, the best fighter of the two up here?
I think I'll answer your question, and then I'll just say that I can understand where Natasha and Joe's coming from with this fight, because she's achieved so much as a professional. She's at the top of her sport, and then you get somebody come through who's fairly new, 2 or 3 years as a pro, and has sort of moved really quickly. So I can understand why they're not annoyed, but they're a little bit put out that there's pressure to fight Lauren Price, and then obviously then you get people saying, Lauren's going to win this, etc. And suddenly it's like, I've done all this work to get here, and now people are doubting me. So I understand where they're coming from. But look, you asked me the question. Lauren's, Natasha was fantastic on the programme at Dubois. She's gone on to a fantastic professional career. Two brilliant female fighters, in my opinion. They're going to fight on Friday night. It'll be a fantastic spectacle. But just in my boxing experience, Lauren Price is phenomenally talented. What she's done as an amateur, it gets possibly doesn't get so much of a spotlight on it as professional boxing. But when you look at the females in Olympic boxing, lots of them are pros, lots of them are world champions, and it's as tough as it gets. So I think that she served her apprenticeship in that sport to prepare her for these occasions. And you've seen some of the Olympic games and world championships that she won, and the people she had to fight as a really, really good fighter. So it's prepared her mentally and physically. She's not 21. She's a mature female, so she's at her peak and she's ready. And my experience tells me that when you're young in pro boxing and you feel ready, that's when you should go for it, because pretty soon you kind of like, I'll try and swerve that fight, and I'll try and take this one, because you get fed up with the training, you get fed up of making the weight, it all becomes very difficult. Separate, obviously, with these two, they're both at the peak of their powers. Natasha's been remarkable in recent performances, but like I say, you asked me the question. Lauren Price is a phenomenal female boxer, and has huge potential, and that's it from my experience.
Just to go back to you, Joe, one of the things that you said yesterday blew my eardrums up with you feel that there's an unjustifiable hype around Lauren Price.
I agree there. When he was in the position with Carl, and Carl had been an unbelievable servant for everyone around the world, and then you had I wouldn't say an upstart, but he had a young, cocky George Groves telling him when he's got to knock Carl down and all that type of stuff. So yeah, Rock gets it, and I get it, and I think that's where that comes from as well. I think also the agenda and the narrative that everyone's trying to have with Lauren is that she's this unbelievable fighter, hasn't lost this Ivan Drago type of character, and it's like, that's not the case. It's just not the case whatsoever. And I feel, obviously, on Friday night, listen, Lauren keeps saying she's younger, faster. Yeah, David A thought he was to a Carl Thompson at age 40, knocked him out. You can't be experienced in the ring, and that's what's got to happen on Wednesday night. And all the sound bites and everything else, and I've not lost a minute, I've not lost a round, I've not lost this, but you will lose a round, and if the referee does his job, most probably get a point took off of his head, or hold him, and then you got hurt, and then that's when the fight happens. There's one thing with Lauren, when I've gone through all her career and studied her and watched her, and I cannot knock her for her, she's got grit. She can't achieve what she's achieved in life, either football, kickboxing, and boxing without that grit, the desire and tenacity. She has got that. But then it comes to boxing, it's just a little bit of seasoning, there's a bit of experience, there's a little bit of that, and Natasha has that. So when I reflect back and say people like Bernard Hopkins and people like Pavlik was coming through, and like Carl in the end, he ended up doing George Groves at Wembley. Do you understand? You just can't buy that little bit of experience. And listen, as Lawrence just said there, she lives in Sheffield, she's in that bubble, she's there all the time, but she's out of the bubble Saturday night, and this will be a fight for her Saturday night.
You're making the same mistake on Friday?
Friday night, yeah, sorry, Friday night. And listen, she is good, and you can't deny it. Olympic gold medalist, what can you do? Natasha made points saying, yeah, when everyone moved on, and Terry Harper and all that stuff, but you just got to look at form, and when I've studied her, and against Southpaws, there's a few of them that she couldn't really work out, and a form guide against fellow Southpaws isn't the best. She avenged one in the Olympics, that on Bylon, but she never beat Ariana Fontin, and that was a couple of times. And there is, for everyone that's building up this character, this Ivan Drago for it, there is flaws, and people say, yeah, but Natasha's been knocked out. But we're not portraying Natasha as like Club Langle, Mr. T, that can go and get beat, you understand? We know our vulnerabilities, we know where we are, but half disrespect half what Natasha did, but half get it, and it's part of the fight, part of the build-up. But that's what I'm saying, just remember back, David Hay come out of the Worlds, flying, talking Carlton since he was age 4, and thought he'd do it, and that's what happened. And you can't buy experience, and this is what's got to happen on Friday night. It's invaluable. Rob knows, obviously being there with Carl against George, and like I said to you, it's a great 50-55. Everyone's got to tune in. It's got to be a brilliant event, and the atmosphere. Obviously, we having Liam Williams fight Liam Smith in the past. I know how passionate how the Welsh fans are when they come up. I know how passionate the Scousers will be, and people that be in there. The atmosphere will be electricity, and that's another pressure point. Now we're in a fight. I feel Natasha and Katie and Michaela Meyer has had them tests, do you understand? And there's a lot of questions to be asked more on Lauren Friday night than there is on Natasha Jonas.
What an answer that is. Do you want to go back to that was
Likes to talk, doesn't he? I know.
I told you she'll let Caroline talk.
I don't know where to start.
I think I'll just quickly, Joe, just coming back, only a small point. I think you're right, and you know, Natasha's had her challenges and stepped up. This is Lauren's challenge. We're not daft. Natasha's the best opponent she's fought as a professional, and you've got to challenge yourself as a professional. And if you keep taking the fights that you think, oh, I'll definitely win that, I'll definitely win that. So I think it's ambition, it's drive, it's belief, and you know, she's got to step up, and she understands that. And obviously Natasha's got all that experience waiting for her in the ring when we get in there. So it's going to be a brilliant fight. And yeah, for female boxing, I think it's fantastic.
Just a quick one, but I just come back on that because I don't know who's behind this. Ben tells one thing, so I don't know. I've seen Lauren saying she wants to fight champions all last year, and you say the question and the desire. But where was the challenge for Sandy Ryan when she was world champion? I just feel.
No one wanted to fight me.
Well, Ben, that's what Ben.
It is true. It has been hard to get fighters like that to fight.
So Michaela Meyer on social media.
Yeah, she didn't want it.
Michaela didn't want to fight.
What about a blow up X?
Do you want to go back to one point there that Joe was making about you against Southpaws? Any stupid question, stupid answer, but any concerns there? Any truth in what you're saying?
No, it doesn't matter, Southpaw, Orthodox, doesn't matter. I'm experienced, I face all different styles. That's the great thing about amateur boxing. You travel the world, people don't understand the level of it. You come across all different oppositions, folk bigger people. So yeah, regardless whether it's Southpaw or Orthodox, I've been in there, I've had a great camp, I've had great sparring. Like I keep saying, I'm mentally and physically in a great position, and I'll show how good I am on Friday night.
The best way to end these things usually is to ask the two main event fighters to give one final message to each other. This time I would say, just make your final case why you win this fight direct to each other. If you want to go first, Tasha, or it is Jonas Price, so you go second if you want. I'll give you the choice.
No, it doesn't make any difference to me. I think experience, accuracy, timing, and boxing IQ is why I win. And I do believe she'll bring the best version of her. I'm prepared for that, and I'm going to bring the best version of me. She'll be prepared for that, and the best will come on.
I'll give you the same opportunity. Your message to Natasha Jonas on why you will win.
Too quick, too good, too young. That's it really. I believe in myself, and I'll be getting my hand raised on Friday.
Okay, unless anybody's got anything else to add, I don't think that there is anything.
Just lastly,
I can't wait for after the fight so we can say we were just too old, too slow, and too good.
Just lastly, I think there's about 150 tickets left. They will sell out on Friday night. It's an unbelievable fight. It's a 50-50 fight. The atmosphere, as you say, the Liverpool, the Scousers, and the Welsh fans coming down. It's going to be spectacular in Albert Hall. We will see you on Friday.